Indeed. Indeed. Second dev server. Can't really say that I expected second dev server. What's up, you motherfuckers? Immediately, Scipio and Gabe appear. Seal, unfortunately, I have made the determination that you are not a cool kid. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, unlucky. Okay, anyways, second dev server. Not really something I was expecting to see today. But I guess that's cool. No, Chappie, the XM is not a cool kid. The XM is a drug addict degenerate in rehab. Let's see. Let's just go from left to right and see what's new, right? So the Chaparral, I keep wanting to call it Imperial Chaparral. Anyone else? Does anyone else see Imp Chaparral and be like Imperial Chaparral? It's not right. So anyways, we have a new icon for it. A little tech tree icon. It's cute. And the stat cards all have a new image. Instead of the like photo image, where it was based on like the era and it had like different filters on it, it's just a static high resolution screenshot. Which, like, okay, for tanks, I do like it. There's some things they need to fix, like this one has no shadow underneath it. And the rest of them have shadows. So there's some things they need to fix, but I think they look pretty okay for tanks. All right. But now when we move over to aviation, I think these just look like ass. The new style for planes, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work as good as it does for tanks. Especially for these things. Like, what is that? What is that shit? The F-16 one's kind of cool, but like, what is the fuck? Like, bro. A lot of them, they feel like overexposed or like too bright, at the very least. Think of how much work they put into this. Exactly, bro. Yeah, and like the shadows look really fake on planes too. It's really weird. But anyways, here's the new folder for the F-104A and F-104C. I have already researched both of these things, so I can't tell you how much the RP is going to be off. There's a spreadsheet you can find. Pretty decent, but the F-14 is, yeah, dude, the F-14B is like, bro, who brought in the F-14 limousine edition? What is that perspective? What is the perspective, my bro? The pilots look bigger than the fucking vertical stabilizers. So there's that. That's the big new thing, pretty much, for the dev server. All vehicles have. And then, like, what is this? Gaijin, what is this? It's not even. It just doesn't even like what in the. Looks a little bit. Show the BV. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. What are we working with here, bruh? What is that light on the side? What is that? That's gotta be the worst one. What the fuck, Gaijin? Dude, it looks like a shitty mobile game. Lubed up the PV. Hiya, bro. Hiya. Okay, the tornado one looks kind of good. All right, the tornado one looks kind of good. Okay. There's some redeeming factors from some of these, but I'm like, okay, who was the guy that took all of these? Because you got to standardize some of this shit. It's got the iPhone light taped to the plane. Rip. What? This thing just looks so awkward. What is that perspective? Did they do to the K as well? Oh my god. These are still in a weird folder. I don't know why they moved the D12 down to rank 4 and then... Oh wait, no. The D9 down to rank 3. And then the D12 is still in rank 4. Like, what? Huh? Why? Why? They are the fucking same. What's the Draken look like? Looks like that. Kind of mid. Like, the shadow does not match the model. And then, did they do it to ships? Ah. Oh, and here's rank 6 naval. I guess the ships are okay. It would have been kind of cool to see them with some like... with some like water effects around them, you know, like some faded water effects. So it looks like they're... So there's that. There's rank 6. Wow, only 2 in rank 6 for... Only 2 there as well? Okay. Well, there's for all of you naval enjoyers, there's rank 6 stuff. Anyways, back to USA. Here's helis. Here's how the helis look. Helis also, like... So I'm pretty okay with how the helis and the tanks look in these new stat card images. I'm honestly quite okay with how the tanks look. The helis could use some work. Gaijin, you gotta align the shadow with the model. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, these look alright. Ships and planes look like poo-poo. Poo-poo caca. Yeah, the lighting and the overexposure, it's like someone's first time using Lightroom. Funny. So there's that. Was there anything new with the F-16C? Apparently something changed with the flight model of the F-16C, so I'm just gonna take it in. Oh, they also fixed the altitude call out from Betty, I think. Oh, what was that beeping? Is that saying I should take off? Or my gear's about to be fucking ripped apart? Game has no sound? Oh, you're right. You are right about that. You know, isn't it funny when chat is right about something? There you go. Hopefully that works. What is that beeping? Anybody know what that beeping would mean? Clock? Radar?
Over G.
So I'm going over Mach and I'm pulling 10G, 11G.
Over G.
Interesting.
Over G.
I don't know how radar works, so please bear with me.
Lock. Over G. Over G.
Oh, is it the RWR?
Over G.
Oh, that's... Ah.
Failure. Over G. Altitude.
Oh, altitude sounded way better.
Altitude. Over G.
Altitude sounded way better. And also they added a separate thing for RWR volume and for voice warning system.
Over G.
So that's cool. Oh, that's the sound the Tunguska radar makes?
Over G.
Like specifically?
Over G.
Interesting. Wow, that thing was just standing on its engine. Jesus Christ.
Over G.
Let me hear altitude one more time.
Over G. Altitude. Over G. Pull up. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude. Over
That sounds much better.
Left. Roll left.
Roll left? Okay, bitch. Let's see. Where's a thingy I can shoot? I didn't even look at the smoke trail on the AIM-9M, but apparently it's different. I'm not sure if they changed the engine power or anything either, something. Yeah, PSO has no changes from what I saw, except for thermals on the RWS. Let's see about the smoke. Oh. Oh.
Hydro system failure.
Okay, I think that's a bug. Whenever you kill something, it says hydro system failure. Did you guys see the lack of smoke on that fucking missile? Nothing. Just nothing. Let me see. You want me to get the overspeed? Let's see if I can get overspeed. I don't know if this will work. Their hydro system has failed? Well, it better fucking have.
Hydro system failure. Critical speed.
Critical speed.
Critical speed.
Oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Critical speed.
You don't say. I kind of need those parts.
Speed. Altitude. Critical speed.
Not even a pull-up? Not even a pull-up? So there's that. I want to test out this helicopter really quickly, because mild inconvenience. Let's see if the camera on top of the rotors works properly now. Yeah, I just downgraded to an F104, bro. No big deal. So the camera works. It comes from the correct position, as before. But what it didn't do before was allow you to actually guide it. I think it's working. It should have gotten there already, though, right? Oh, it is going extremely high into the fucking sky. What are you doing? What are you doing, missile? Also, it got better zoom. Will the missile work this time? No. Okay, so they need to work on that still. That's probably not... Yeah, that does not work correctly. It does work correctly if you are fully exposed, though, which is not how it's supposed to work. I think it works correctly. I don't know, we'll see if it doesn't work correctly. Okay, it's going for it, actually. The missile knows where it is, so they still got some work to do on that. Hopefully they'll fix that, because that's pretty much the main thing about it, is that the optic package is above the rotors. So, we'll see. Does AIM-9M get contrail if you fire at high altitude? I would have to test that with another player, because the... Well, I guess I could maybe... Does the AH-1Z really have the 9M? Oh. Oh, AH-1Z does indeed have the AIM-9M now. I guess that's cool. And then that's pretty much it for the US, I believe. Unless other things were changed as well, which I was not notified of. Unless there's anything different here, no. Same shit on the 14B. All right, camos. There are new camos. Are they shown here? Yes, they are. Achievement conditions? Interesting. So there's the Gamblers camouflage for 750 kills. 77th Fighter Squadron. And the Bushmasters Did it change? Oh, it did. Very not different. And Iraqi Air Force camo. Definitely one of the camos. And Viper demo. Ooh. Neat. Snake things. So there's that. I believe that's everything for the US. Nothing else is other than this still being moved there. So that's that. Germany. Here's the PSO. The PSO of sadness. Yes, indeed. It also has 1630 horsepower now, which is interesting. It used to be 1650, and now it's 1630. Oh. Oh. 68 in reverse. My friend. My friend. Oh. Well, that's fucking interesting, isn't it? And yeah, the blade is still a blade. Let's see what's going on in here. So the one thing that I did notice that they changed, that you can take direct control of the gun now. Did they change the elevation limits? Good. I don't know if any of you remember this before, but the elevation limits were really in a weird state. So they fixed that. They gave it Gen 1 thermals, which is, cool, I guess. It's also fully stabilized. The machine gun. So that's cool, having a fully stabilized 50 cal. Watch my language? No. It still has Gen 1 thermals on the gunner sight, which is unfortunate. I have heard some rumblings of it not being any different than other Leos. But here's the new reverse gear. I mean, I'm so down for that, bro. I love me a reversible transmission. 68 in reverse. So down. I'm so down for that. They did adjust the bore evacuation effects a little bit, and now they work sometimes a little bit better, but they still do not play at all over a certain speed. Zero bore evacuator effects above like 45 kilometers per hour. So there's that. I hope they fix that. Can you take the armor off? No. There is currently no options to remove any of the armor. Smokes are still cool. Smokes are very cool, honestly. Yeah, apparently the dozer is an obstacle removal tool or whatever, but you can still put it down to use it for dirt in the game. It is what it is. So there's that. And yeah, the only option that you have to remove anything is the dozer blade. That's it. There's no hull armor still, so we cope. We cope. There's that MI8 TB. I don't think there's anything different about this thing. Still the MI8. Maybe it got a camo? No camos. Yeah, I've seen very minimal people use the dozer. The dozer is pretty much only useful for spaced armor at this point. And then, let's see, did this? Nope. Aviation. Nothing is different here. They have not added anything to the MiG-29. Can I see if the German Mi-24 has S-24s? No. And no. Double no. And then Russia. I believe this Mi-8 has a new camo. Bicolor camo. Something about Afghanistan. I think this is the one they used in the dev blog. And nothing should be different with these, of course. Just KA-50 stuff. The SMT. Was anything different with the SMT? I don't think so. I could fly it around if you guys want me to. Oh yeah, the ground vehicle radars do in fact work. You know what? I'm going to test the one vehicle that is... Oh, the skins. Yeah, the skins. Let me crew this thing. The skins. But of course, the skins. Let me do the Thug Shaker really quick. Oh, it's just one skin. Bicolor. Algerian Air Force. That's it. Looks basically no different except for the roundel and some numbers. Based, I guess. ZAW 35. Let us see the radar folding. Excellent, bro. Excellent. Now you can actually use this thing. It's not completely useless anymore. The muzzle flash is insane, though. MBT 2000 is still at the same BR, yes. I've been playing this particular vehicle a lot recently, and I'm very happy to see this change. Because the radar is tall as fuck. And it should work on everything. Couldn't the Russian helis carry R-73? Well, not in this. Only the 8 Iglas. Nothing crazy. No R-73. The ADATS radar? I'm pretty sure the ADATS radar doesn't work. I saw that already outside of the game. Or no, it does work. Okay, yeah, that does work then. Gotcha. Very cool. The German floatplane? Is that a thing? Is there a new one? Oh. Oh my god. The flashbang. What is this thing? Twin engine floatplane. With one forward facing 15mm What is that? What is that? Look at those machine guns in the back of the engine nacelles. Oh, there's the 15mm on the chin. Does it have bombs, I would assume? Two 250s, one 500 kilogram, two, and a torpedo. 1.3. Get that front gunner a chiropractor? Oh yeah, he's gonna need it, bro. It's, you know, it's one of the planes. Definitely exists. I like those machine guns, they just immediately shoot your own wings. They have like 2 degrees of movement. Okay, dude. Let me just retract the gear really quick. Clueless. Critical speed. Fuck off. Opening bomb bay. Bombs. Oh. Oh, those wreck me. Well, I'm not a float plane anymore. Rebozo. The bombs destroyed me. There's a new float plane, I guess. I didn't know about that. And probably nothing else in there. Unlucky. Truly unlucky. The Goofy Bishma TWMP is now the full name of this vehicle. Don't really know why. Don't really know why that's necessary to include TWMP, which is like tank something mine plow, right? Isn't that how that works? And it's funny too, because it's now called a self-digging blade. And when you install the modification, it is removed from the vehicle. And when you uninstall it, it is added to the vehicle. Tank with mine plow? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's 10.3 now, and it only has 3BM42. Totally working mine plow. Totally working mine plow, my guy. Yeah, there is no option to deploy the mine plow currently, so that's unfortunate. It still has Gen 2 thermals when I believe it should have Gen 3, which is a thing. Yeah, I am of the belief that the Russian T-90 should be 11.0 and this should stay 10.7, but I also am of the same, like on the same note, I wish that they would increase the turret traverse speeds, because I'm pretty sure these are not accurate to real life. Pretty sure the traverse speeds of this gun is not how it should be. So they fixed the shell ejection thingy. Can I check if Bishma can just withstand ABFSDS from the lower front plate? Not really. But the BR conversation is for another day, because I don't think those things are going to be changed. 3.5 degrees per second vertically. It should probably be in between what it is now and the BVM type of gun handling, which is 40-40. So that is, and that's that. There's also, of course, the Sea Harrier, the 10.3 Sea Harrier, and nothing has changed on that thing either. It exists. It is a plane. It has AIM-9Ls. Well, I'm saying change delusion. I'm saying change those things, but also change the BR, you know? And then there's, of course, the Wasp, which has been moved up in BR and given the 6-kilometer range missiles. You pronounce TWMP as the T-Womp? That's fair. Smokeless AIM-9M, yes indeed. And I believe that's all for Britain. There might be some ship stuff, which I don't really care about. There might be some ship stuff. No, I'm not sure. There is no other vehicles being added tank-wise other than the Bishma. New missile on GR7. Yeah, I got the AIM-9M, didn't it? And that's it. Wow, that icon looks ugly, bro. The intern made that. Don't you know that you just shrink this icon and put it under the other one and you don't have to, like, make it look completely different? My guy. My guy. Okay. Do these have different stat cards now? No. They are the same weight, the same everything. Except for ECCM. Outlined in a Sharpie. Even the CM plot is different. Dude, I'd like, what? Why? F-16AJ has no AIM-9M still. That is a thing to note, I guess. And the TKX prototype now has a name. It's TKXP. And it's still in the left line for no reason. For no reason. I don't know why it's over here. And it's still exactly the same as the other things. Just with no storage boxes on the side. The 3D model cards, I do like them for the tanks, okay? I think they look alright on the tanks. For planes, that's a different story. And yeah, I hope they keep iterating on the bore evacuator effects Because it looks a lot better now, but it could still look a lot better. And it doesn't work at speed. I'll just show it again here. I'm going 45, and there is no bore evacuator effect whatsoever. Which is funny to me. It's funny to me because they have the exhaust effects coming out of the back at all speeds. So they have the technology to make an effect come out of a tank at all speeds. But they have not implemented that yet for the new effect. What does TKX stand for? Isn't it literally like Tank 10 or something? Something silly like that? And then there's nothing else for these guys. China. So here's the MBT 2000. It actually has a model now. You guys ready for this? 10.0 FY4 with 140 mils kinetic and FY5 with 250 mils kinetic on the turret. And it has the composite armor now, which is a completely different model from every other composite armor in the game, which is also interesting. And it has the same engine, 1200 horsepower with the same speeds as before. Same 22 rounds, fuel tanks. It has less vertical gun handling, though. It now is, instead of being exactly like an exact copy of the 99A, let me just put an A screw on this so you can see the maximum value. I think that works. No, it's 85. Well, bust my balls, dude. Oh, it's 90? Brr. Bruh. There. So the max gun handling, this is what the MBT 2000 used to be. It was 38-15. 38 horizontally, 15 vertically. And now it is a maximum of 30 and 5, which is significantly worse. Like 5 vertical gun handling is bad. It is really bad. It has different sights now too, because it was a copy paste. It was 6 to 11 times and 3 to 10-7. And now it is 2 to 8 on the commander and 3 to 10 on the gunner. Is it spaded though? Yeah. I have everything that matters researched. I guess I could have mentioned that. And I could also... Okay. I can't buy those. So there's that thing. It also has Gen 1 thermals. And also the top shell got removed. That's the big part too. And now its best APFSDS is 125i. Which is still a good shell, you know. Still a great shell. 466 pen. But that vertical gun handling is now just like... At least it still has 6 degrees of depression, though, which is actually quite good for a vehicle of this type. And it has the shell ejection animation. So it's still a crazy tank, and it has Gen 1 thermals on the gunner sight. And no thermals on the commander sight. It is a flashbang sight now. So significant changes to the MBT 2000, but I think it would still deserve to be a higher BR, especially because this reverse speed, bro. It's going to be bonkers at 10.0. Literally insane. The HE symbol, oh yeah, true, it is different. I guess they added like a new explosion effect thingy to the background where it says damaging effect. So that's cool. They removed the other dart, yes. Now only has 125i. It should get Gen 2 thermal. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that happens. Comparing to the T80B, they should be the same BR at least. At least, yes. This is, yes. Yes. True. So yeah, this is the best shell now, and the best shell it had before was the DTC-10 125, which is the top shell for China. 577 pen versus 466. So, definitely different. Still a great shell, though. 125i is an incredible shell. This still exists. Let's just take a brief look at the penetration analysis. And let's say you're fighting this thing with the Abrams, right? You got your M774. And let's just keep it at 500 meters. Obviously, lower plate is a weakness. Obviously, the damage model's still broken, but that's beside the point. And then the upper front plate is just a complete non-pen. 1,000 millimeters of protection with the ERA. I'll check the Sturm Tiger thing later, maybe. And even on the composite part where it's just the composite, no ERA. Now it shows the tank you hover over. Did it do that before? I don't even know. Anyways, and then the turret cheeks with ERA are around 1,000. Pretty insane. And without ERA, 863. The mantlet, of course, has its weaknesses on the sides where the pinion or whatever mounts. Angle is really low. I was trying to get it where the hull was flat. The angle looking down the barrel is not the proper angle of engagement usually. Even if I look straight down the barrel, it's still very well protected. Of course, the driver port is a weakness, but it's very small. 40 millimeters in some places, very small weakness. If you're in an up tier, though, at the current BR, facing the M1A1, it can just go right through, it seems. So there's that. Not on the turret cheeks, of course, because the cheeks are insane. Pretty much anywhere on the mantlet. Not the middle front plate, though, where it hits the most amount of ERA and composite. Even where the lights are. China will grow Raja. At least 10.7. I think so. I think at least 10.7 for this thing. Like, there's no way, bro. There's no way this is 10.0. Funny. The side armor is 50 millimeters with 20 millimeters on the low side. 60 mils, 48 degrees lower front plate. Disgusting. 45 on the upper front plate. What is this? 50 side of the turret? Gabe, no. No, Gabe. It should definitely be higher. Can I show the Vickers Mark 7 gun depression? Is that different? It's -10 still. It was -10 before, and it still is. No change. This thing is lower than the terms? No, it's the same BR as the terms. Terms is still 10.0. Unholy quantum, I know. It's a thing, man. It's okay. This is just a dev stream, and I'm not really... China has two 10.7s already, and it's worse than the ZTZ-99. You mean the... You mean it's worse than these? The only way that it's worse than these, in my opinion, is the shell. These have a better shell. Oh, also, I guess it doesn't have... Well, currently it doesn't have laser warning system, so there's that. It still has the proxy shell. So, I think... Because I'm a mobility guy, all right? I'm a mobility guy. I think the MBT 2000 is better than these two vehicles right here. Even though these have a better shell and they have commander thermals, mobility. Not only forwards, it's the reverse. Unless these things have a different reverse speed. No, they still have 4.6. Trash. Garbaggio. The armor on these is still pretty good too. Oh wait, that's high explosive. They have similar protection on the hull. I would say the MBT 2000 has even more protection than these. How much will the M41A3 cost? I have no idea. And then Italy. Here's all the new tech tree card images for the new vehicles. Look at this new icon that they added for the Hungarian stuff. I kind of don't like it. Just it's rather large. But I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. And then the links. Okay, so the links has some new things added to it. In the X-ray, we have the active protection system finally modeled. It doesn't have a name yet. It's just active protection system. And currently, I believe it does not work. But the model, at least, of this vehicle is much more finished. You have the actual values for the sights, which is 2 to 8 on the gunner and 2 to 14.7 on the commander. Actually, is that copy-pasted from the Puma? It might be. Let me see here. That is copy-pasted from the Puma. Okay. So that could change. It's the exact same zoom as the Puma's commander sight, but the gunner sight is different. So that might be different. It might not. We'll see. Not a big deal. The mobility is not different, but so here, let me just demonstrate how many charges of APS this thing's gonna have. Look in the bottom left there. We got 4 charges on the direct front of the vehicle, 3 on the front quarter, 1, 2, 4, like 5, like there's so many charges of APS all around this thing. Because there's APS on the back, these little extensions on the top rear of the vehicle are APS charges. Each one of these like slots you see on the side is a charge of APS. And then in the front, there's 2 charges on the center pieces and then 1 on the flanks. I tried this already before and I believe it does currently not work. It actually has much worse armor than the Puma. Okay, well it hit me directly. It did not attempt to... Let me just try it fully just side on. Okay, it's going over me. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. Okay, well you're having some issues. Let me just give you a minute. Maybe you'll figure it out. What are you doing, little guy? What are you doing? Okay. He's dumb, everybody. He's dumb. Stormtrooper aim. Yeah, I don't think the APS works properly right now. Because it just kills you. The one cool thing that I will go and test with this is the positioning of the commander site and the missile launchers. So due to the position of the commander's optic, you can look over top of stuff. It is highly mobile, yes. So I see the T-90, not through the gunner sight though, and the gunner sight, and the gun does indeed hit the ground. But you can lock the spike and fire it from over top of the hill. And it only kills that because it has a full ammo load, so that might be different in-game. Slightly cancer. Don't worry about it, comrade. It's still trash though. Like, here's this. Like, look. Just observe. Nothing. I have a clear view on the target. 100% clear, open view, and I got nothing. Over to this side, now I can lock him. So, that's how that works. Shoot a tank smoke launchers. There should be something with smoke out here, right? Oh, this thing's gonna have smoke. Yeah. Can I see it, though? Hold on, I gotta make a journey over to the T-90. And the thing is, currently you only have 2 missiles. Yeah, Felipe, I personally do not actively use the commander sight on the Puma. I only use the gunner sight because it's a crewless turret in, like, anyways, so who really cares about using the commander sight? It's just so far back on the top and it gets blocked if you use any gun depression. I don't know if they're gonna fix that because you can see how the rounds come out from the left of the gun, which is weird because the sight is on the left. Don't really understand how that works. The audio is still bad on the 30mm gun. It's still, like, delayed. So let's see, Mr. T-90. I have some things I need to do to you. Oh, interesting. So it didn't fully cover it. I wonder, which is honestly good. Oh wait, is it coming out of the center or is it? No, surely not. I'm happy that it doesn't release a full charge of smoke from what I'm seeing currently. Why is my... What is shit? Oh, it's the ricochets. So that's not terrible. Oh, there we go. Now one of them goes. So it seems like there's a much lower chance for the smoke to completely detonate. Kebab. I do like the new stat card images, only for the tanks and helis. So I think that behavior of smoke grenades is fine for me. I'm 100% okay with that. I think that's better than before. The new smoke effects are still extremely dank. Oh yeah, high explosive is still... High explosive is better for removing decorations. Also, this thing has a lot of smoke. That's all my smoke. More RNG-based features? I mean, like, what? Why is that bad, though? Why are the smoke grenades not exploding 100% of the time a bad thing? I think it makes sense though, because it's like there's a fuse that fully detonates the smoke charge when it's supposed to fully detonate. And so if you just shoot the smoke, like the explosive part of it, or the smoke generating part of the smoke grenade, it's not like it's gonna. There's a random chance that you may or may not be disadvantaged. I mean, I'm just glad that it's not 100% chance to blind somebody, because that would have been too toxic. I thought it was stupid that it would be like, oh, I can just shoot your smoke grenades and blind you, ha ha ha. And especially with all these hold down MGs, you know, you could just blind somebody. I would honestly be happy if they fizzled every time, like I was seeing when I was first shooting them. You know what I mean? So like, they wouldn't ever explode into a full cloud of smoke. Exactly, Gabe. It should just be a small puff every time. I don't think they should ever explode into a full cloud of smoke. Because like I was saying earlier, that's not really how the munition themselves work. You know? They need to have the fuse and the entire, like, component. It's not like, can you shoot a hand grenade and have it explode? Or no, right? Maybe under certain conditions? Exactly. Cody Berry over there, my brother. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Shooting and detonating the fuse would cause a larger cloud. I think it should just probably fizzle every time. It would probably be just better for gameplay. I don't think you should be able to create smoke around somebody. I like the small detail of you being able to shoot the smoke grenades and have it do something. You know? Can you see the mods? Indeed. Let me just try the ahead rounds really quick. I want to see if they've done anything with those. Probably not. Probably the fuck not. Well, it killed it, but I'm pretty sure that's because it hit it directly. Yeah, you can see they're not exploding near it, and when I actually laze, then they explode with the fuse. But they explode behind them, so ahead is still the same. Can you destroy the smoke launcher of friendlies? I believe no. I did test it a little bit. Yeah, but here's the APS. Once again, reaction time is 0.5 milliseconds. 0.5 milliseconds. Not even like, let's see. I think shit like the Black Knight. Isn't that like 300 milliseconds? Reaction time 300 milliseconds. Sheesh. My brother. And there seems to be no... It's just one piece. It's on the back as well. This is two countermeasures in the middle here. And this is two, and this is two. Time of readiness to re-repel, 0.3 seconds. -10, +25. Yeah. Damn. Apparently this one can repel a threat in a plus or minus 170 degree arc in the back, which is like massive. I don't know how that one can do that. Does the US have anything with APS? Yeah, absolutely. And this is 1 piece, 2 piece, 2 piece, 1 piece, 3 piece. 1, 2, 2, 1. Overkill? APS on a light tank is overkill? I mean, in the game, maybe? Shut up, Crescent. In real life, obviously not, because you want to protect your soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just get an RPG onto the back in the crew compartment, then you got like 8 guys that are just wounded in action. Strike shield is what it's called. I guess I could test this with somebody, but it doesn't seem to work properly. We could test that, though. I'm sure you could just go watch a 3-second Centurion 7 video and get all the information you need to get. Or I could do it right now. If somebody... You know, how about Mr. Crescent? You want to invite me over here, bozo? Or I'll do it. Is the new map available, actually? That'd be cool. Test site. I have not explored this map yet. Where is Bozo? Da-da-huh. Da-da. Da-da. Here we go. Also, thank you, my friend Wemford. I didn't play the event either, so I have no idea what this map looks like. Wasn't this in the event? One of the April Fool's event things or whatever? I didn't even play a single match of that event, so I have no idea what to expect. Let's see if I can see the spawn. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't it be funny, guys, if I could see the spawn from over here? Okay, good, you can't. They also edited the trees waving in the wind effect, which I think looks a lot better. It's much less, like, schizo, wacky. Can I actually see over to the spawn? I can't mark on the map. But oh, look at this guy. Hello, Mr. BMD. Shoot a missile at me, see if it intersects it. I'm sure it won't, because it doesn't work in the test drive. Hello, my friend. Hello, Boris. Will it intercept missiles? Okay, it... Did it? Am I missing a charge? I am missing a charge, okay. It did use a charge of the APS. But it still hits me. And then there was, apparently there was no other APS in that, oh, I forgot to enable the thing. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Well, I'm just gonna drive around and look at the map now. It hit the APS? I mean, it should have intercepted it more better. Because it still hit me and took out a crew member. It's probably just not finished yet. I'm gonna look at the map now. But yeah, I honestly, dude, the trees waving in the wind makes it look a lot better. This just looks like hell. I mean, you saw how early I could see Crescent over there as I just sat on top of a hill. Extremely flat area with nothing much going on. Is this the new best map? I should angle correctly for the APS? Yeah, I did see that it ate one of the APS charges and then it hit the same spot as the APS. But I'm sure that it should have... There should have been other APS charges around it that could have intercepted the missile still. Is this the atomic event map? Yeah, it should be. Some little water testing areas where the cap is. I mean, Use the drone. I would use the drone. That's a good idea, but I think seeing it from this perspective gives you more context. You know what I mean? I mean, it's definitely a map of all time. I don't think it's that great looking. It's like Seversk 2.0. It's quite large, I guess. It was easy to spawn camp during the event. Yeah, I didn't play it, so I have no idea. Oh, is that new? Was there a... I don't think there was a large smoke cloud whenever you destroyed a wall before. Right? Or am I crazy? I'm pretty sure the walls just, like, collapsed before. So that's cool. I like stuff like that. You think I was crazy at least once? I think you're right. You might be right. You can still destroy entire containers with one 7.92 round. Or 7.62 rather. Yeah, cool little effects. It's cool. Did they fix the engine sound? How does this affect my wall bangs? I don't think so. It'll be good. Well, there you can hear his engine. I mean, as far as being... Like, that is loud. Do you hear that shit? That is loud as fuck. I love that. And I feel like the positioning of it was pretty decent too. This is not a live environment, of course, so who knows if this is going to be... But you hear that? That is loud and present. Seversk 14. Better sounds. They did mention sounds in the changelog, so... But like, that is... If I put that fully on, like, my left ear, that is loud AF. And that's just a BMP. And he's gonna peek. Yep. So it could be better. I would still be... This is only with a couple of vehicles. Does anyone else want to jump on and we can try to test, like, 10 plus vehicles? Fuck you, Gib. Anyways, this map is probably gonna be shit. Let's just... Shit looks unchanged from the event. I would not be surprised. If anyone else is on the dev server and you want to test the audio, just send me a message. If I don't get enough, then I just won't do it. But I'm going to look at a few more things now. Because that's Italy. The helis, they have S-24s. And they're Mi-24s. So there's that. The AV-8B Plus is still the only new thing, and it has AIM-9Ms at 11.7. Very neat. And the helis are in this configuration now, which is really dumb. Really quite dumb, I would say. Don't really understand why they have to be put like this. Can I test drive shoot the gun? Yeah. I think it sounded like the A10. Yeah, it does indeed have the A10 firing sound. There is a Soviet flamethrower tank. I may need that, he says. God, dude, Harriers have so much power. Shit is dumb. The RWR. Air Defense System, it says. What do you guys think about that new RWR sound? I think it's kind of weird. But then again, I'm weird. Accelerating with a full load of GBUs? True. That should hit him, right? Assuming I don't lose track with the pod. Very cool. You want to punch your ears already? Sounds like someone flicking a rubber band? Bro. Exactly. And then I could also test that shit with somebody in a plane. I don't know anything about planes. So what are we looking at in the plane? The 5F? Is that what you want to see? The lock warning? I can't really get locked without having somebody in another plane, I believe. Right? Let me just do this. I hate how it resets where my camera is every time. Crescent, would you be available to do a plane thing after I finish researching this? Let me get to the 5F really quickly, okay? Just using my small amount of Silver Lions and Golden Eagles and... No big deal. Okay. Nothing going on here. Everything's fine. Oh yeah, Super Et and Dart is here too if anyone wanted to see that. It's the same as last time, I believe, except for the radar might have gotten added, which is one of the radars of all time. And has Sherlock RWR, kind of cool, I guess. 6,000 kilogram force, no afterburner. 4 GBUs. A decent amount of countermeasures. Atlas 2 pod, and still 2 magic ones. Now time to do the modifications. Oh, does it not work? Oh, it does work. Okay. It's just slow. So I'll just begin clicking. Begin clicking. I think it got like more missiles. I know I don't really need to research these, but I'm still going to. So I can see the stats. Imagine just being able to do this in live server. Imagine just having infinite money. Could not be me. And one more. So now, the engine, no one really cares about that. It's the same. 9690. So now you can carry 4 magic 2s. And bombs. And a targeting pod. And do you sacrifice your gun for that? Bruh. Wait, why did it? Oh, because the missiles. The missiles. It should have HMD. It does indeed have HMD. Pretty neat. Definitely one of the planes of all time. This one still has the same lock tone. I wonder if that's like different for certain things. I don't think that's gonna get him. But I'm not an air guy, so. Truly a jet. If I hop in the F-16, yeah. I think that's pretty much the only different thing about this. It has more missiles and yeah. Pretty much one of the changes ever made. Me want a jet? True. Me when? Me went upside down? That pod is crazy. Look at how far away I am from that target, and look at the angle. Ridiculous. Okay. So there's that thing. F-16. Oh, yeah. Also, the Barak 2 now has AIM 7Ms. You can carry 2 of them. And 4 AIM 9Ms. Custom battle. This thing should have Betty. Right? I'm just gonna use this map because I don't care. Crescent. What if there's an Israeli name for Betty? Who knows, my friend? Oh wait, did I? Allowed aircraft, yes. Max BR? Oh, true! 12.3! Forgot about that. That's right. Also, I believe I was too distracted and somebody super chatted me. I love you. Thank you. I was distracted by something, or just dumb. One of the two. Probably both. Yippee Gaming. Oh, did they add a new little icon for the Sappy? Is that new? It looks completely different from the rest of them. So I think so. I am a jet. Hello, Sir DeBomb. M29, it says.
Over G.
Interesting. So he's locking me now, and it says M29. I wonder what happens when he shoots at me. Will it say anything? Do it to me. I'm a submissive and killable Barak. Oh, it says launch. Bye, everybody.
Over G.
How did I survive that?
Over G.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Over G. Over G. Over G.
Hello, my friend. Let me try an AIM 9M on this guy.
Over G. Over G. Air brake on. Over G.
Hello, my friend. I forget if I put a
Brake on. Air brake on.
an ace crew on this. I probably did. Well, there's no chance of using a missile at this range, of course. Is Crescent in the new one, or is that the old one? Owie. Oh, that's no tail for your boy. Kind of. Unless it's an R-73.
Check mechanization.
True. Check mechanization. Interesting. Oh, because that was that for the speed of the flaps? It is the old one? Ah. Do it to me. Hope he is falling out of the sky. Let me see. Let's see the new smoke on these things. There's like no smoke trail on them. You see that missile go? No, you didn't, because it has no smoke. Look at that thing. Zero smoke. It is literally invisible. It's literally invisible, dude. That is silly. That is so goofy. Did it tell you that? Does it tell you when an IR missile launches at you? I don't even know. Can I try anti-air with the VT-1? Sure. Also, thank you very much for being you, because you're cool. Do I have it in this? I have it in this. Here, just fucking fly around in something. Not even heat rating from the thruster. Big rip. Oh, is it doing the weird thing where I don't know what I'm doing? I am not a custom battles doer. Is it ready now? Oh, he got kicked. He got the kicked. Can I do the funny now? Excellent. Just like act like you're gonna do casts on me, but don't kill me. And do anything you can do to survive. I'm not just trying to shoot you in a straight line. We'll see how these missiles can actually do if they're changed. If they're better. Oh, the stat card. Yeah, they added another, like, explosion effect thingy. Oh, what's up, Daniel? Dude. Thank you very much. 200. What is that? That's Norwegian thingy, right? Isn't that? Yeah, they added a new little background explosion PNG. Nokia dollars? I like that one. So I don't think the stat card is any different. 50 Gs, you know, whatever. Gen 3 thermals. Here's our boy, IRST. Except the IRST doesn't want to keep lock. It's still pretty poopy. Okay. Well, he was really close there. How's it off the rail? It still has a distance of... Can it turn all the way around this way? No. It is gone. She's gone. And here's average ITO-90M player camping the air spawn, already has a missile on you. Just ITO-90 things. Yep, loses G at range. I haven't played the ITO-90 much in the update, but this feels pretty similar. Maybe it's slightly more maneuverable, I don't know. It's pretty much still almost unusable. I feel like before the changes to any physics, I would have been able to hit these, you know what I mean? Doesn't overpull as much. Radar might help with controllability. Well, so the thing about the radar, I feel like it just makes things work less good, but I'll try it, and I'll do IRST. A whole lot better close to medium. Where is bro? There is bro. Can it intersect this? Nope, because he knows. So they're still quite easy to dodge. I could have probably hit him there, but... And then outbound is pretty much... You can, like, just go low, of course, and then you'll... Yeah, I still feel like having a lock is, like, not super advantageous, especially if your target knows. Obviously, that's too close to do anything. You would have to, like, overlead and try to intercept manually. If you're in this turning circle, you're just invincible to ITO. So this doesn't really feel... It might be different a little bit, but I don't think it's different enough to make a difference in actual battles. And he survives that. Just don't swing the missiles. I mean, you can lead them manually, but you can't really predict... You can't predict the random movements that a plane is going to do. You know? Maybe you can, but I can't. So no lock. Oh, J down. Fair enough. Does the radar go down? Yes, it does. Yeah, leading won't change anything really. Crescent's right. He knows because he plays. He does this shit. This is what I used to do when before the missile changes came in. You could just insta-delete any cast that came at you, pretty much. You just camp the spawn, and now look at the missile. It's swinging super wide. So here, I'll fire like way ahead. All he has to do is change direction, then the missile's defeated. Pretty much. And then to actually get like good visual on the guiding, you have to be in full FOV. See, look, you know, it's so easy. This is why I usually use IR missiles. In practice. IR missiles are much more reliable. I don't know, what do you guys think? Could you hit these? You're forcing him to maneuver. I mean, you're forcing him to maneuver, but does that really matter with the way targeting pods work and how you can, like, look super far away from the target? Like, I can even make this work if I was in a Su-25 going at speed. All you gotta have is speed, and you're good to go. It's just like how you can easily defeat Pansirs in, like, even a Jaguar E. So. The missiles might be changed, but it's not really going to change anybody's fate. So there's that. The new Swedish plane. Somebody asked way earlier about the new Swedish plane. It's just a premium A32A. Same deal. They changed the model of the Chaparral to have glass instead of armor, but I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be like that on the American one. They both have thermals. Yeah, the Italian heli trees changes are lame as fuck. And the Leclerc Azure is the same as before. Garbage. It is a garbage vehicle. I still don't understand how it's only 57 tons when the S21 is 56.2. Like, how does all this ERA, all this cage stuff, whatever the fuck these things are, all of this, like, how is that not, like, 58, 59, 60 tons? You know what I mean? And it still has no commander thermals. Can you actually use the machine gun now? Well, you can use your remote-controlled 7.62. LeClaire players rejoice. You still only have 2 pops of smoke, even though realistically you should be able to fire less than all of them at once. So there's all of that. ERA from Temu. Made of plastic, honestly. Yeah, it still has 20 kinetic and 450 chemical. And it's still a base S2. So there's that. I don't really feel like adding... Like, this isn't really going to change its fate, right? Adding 2 more IR missiles where you can't even take radar missiles, that's not really... For you air guys out there, that's not really going to change much, is it? Have I tested the Chaparral missile? I did a little bit, but I can do it again. So this is the Israeli one, which is the better one. Before I do that, though, the 9040C does have a reduced ammo count of 120 rounds for the main gun. That is real. Is real. What am I doing here? Test drive. 120 total rounds. Which honestly, with how little you should be firing this gun, like, you should not be going cyclic with this thing. You know what I mean? It's probably not a huge deal. I can maybe check the ammo rack replenishment time. The HMD for the Mirage is still good, yeah. So here's the Chaparral. This is the... You get 3 missile options total across both platforms, but the US one does not get the G. The A is an AIM-9D from the ground. The C is an AIM-9D all aspect. Is it? It has a different TNT load. And the G is the same, is the C, but with a Stinger seeker head. So it has ECCM. So let's see if you're Mr. Israel and you got... This is your... Oh, wow. Look at the... Interesting how... You see... I'm aiming forwards and they're aimed up. I mean, that should hit the guy. Easily, of course. This should hit that too. It's nothing like game-changing, but it's still nice. It has... Oh, it does have tracking now. Cool. Gen 1 thermals. 16.5 G's overload, and it still has a nice amount of spare missiles. You get 12 total. Do I think AIM-9M will be OP? I don't really care about air, so I'm just not going to say anything. Where's this other guy? It has a decently quick spool up time. The boys are still there. Does the tracking slave the seeker somehow? Or isn't there another plane flying around somewhere? Okay, that's too close. No, it does not slave the seeker. You still have to... And it's caged as well. So yeah. There's that thing. And the missile clips into the geometry of the vehicle. Good job, gotcha. Let's see. Would my lovely assistant like to join me again to try and dodge these? I'll do the US one as well, and then I'll do the Israeli one. Just take something around 9.3. I mean anywhere from 8.3 to 10.3, of course. AH-1Z does indeed get the 9M. I mean, the AH-1Z already had 9Ls. It only has 2 of them, and it's the end of the line, you know, so it's nothing crazy. So this is the MIM-72C, 3 kilometers all aspect launch range, no ECCM, 16.5 Gs pull. Let's see what it can do. Interesting how it has you looking like straight down when you spawn in, because the missiles are like looking like that. Did you guys notice that shit? Funny. Oh, this thing is not spaded. That's my bad. No thermals for me. Not like it really matters. He should be coming from that way, right? Where is bro? Oh, there he is. Oh, that's his... that's his AS-30. Can it intercept the AS-30? No. AS-30 still be hitting. So there's farthest lock. This one has no ECCM as well. So if he flares, it should go for the flares. See, I would probably, if I was in my AA, I would be like waiting until like there. Decent distance away. It has good pull, of course. How far will it lock a heli? Do you have a heli in your lineup, Mr. Crescent? I'll do the heli thing, and then I'll go get the Israeli one, because I want to see how that one does, because it's just a better Stinger. It's a Stinger Seeker head with 16.5 Gs of pull. Works better than the Ito? Dude, that's what I'm fucking saying, bro. That's what I said earlier, bro. I'm like, dude, I'm using IR missiles. Oh, wait. Wait, was that still on him, or did it just let me shoot for no reason? I'm not sure. Well, I need to reload. One moment, sire. So it should go for the flares. Yeah. Just sending them. No fucks given. And he still has more flares, and they go for the flares. So the American one is very flareable, and it's at 9.3. You can scout in this? Hell yeah, dude. I'm about to get a nuke in this thing, bro. Nuke with the boys. Let's see. I don't really know how this shit works, so I'm going to try to go grab the Israeli one. And I will be able to take... I should have just taken the Israeli one, because it has the other missiles, too. I could have just taken a mixed load and shown both missiles. So I'm dumb. Poor intern will have to remake every tank picture card. They already did. I think every vehicle in the game has been remade to the new format already. So I'll just take one Because we got to do the heli thing as well. And did I spade this one? I did. So it actually has thermals. Neat. I mean, the amount of missiles that you get with this is pretty good. You know, 12 missiles. The reload time wasn't super long when I tried it. And it's going to be extremely easy to kill with any kind of high explosive ordnance. You could probably hit, like, the other berm over there and kill these guys in the front. They are just completely exposed. Fuse radius should be higher. I believe it is. This has a 5 meter trigger radius, and the Stingers have like 1 meter, right? Oh, I see you. So we got a heli. And this has tracking, but it doesn't tell you how far away things are. So I have no idea what this range is. And this is with the 72G. So this is the best missile that you can get. And this is 10-3, by the way. This is a whole ass 10-3. And what is that? A Mi-28? Mi-28A? You have the range already? Alright, cool. Just waiting. Just standard. Okay, there we go. There's a launch. That was still obviously way too close for your survivability. You would have already been dead. 3 kilometers exactly was the shot there. So you would have obviously already been dead. So nothing is different there as far as basic IR missile function goes. Want to test the flareability next, Mr. Sir? Where is bro? The worst part is waiting to die, bro, exactly. The worst part is just sitting there being like, well, I'm fucking dead. Just staring at this heli, waiting to die, even though on my stat card it says I have a 6 kilometer all aspect lock range. Where's my 6 kilometers, Gaijin? Oh yeah, this is the one with ECCM, so I'm pretty sure it should be not flareable. He's probably dead. Oh? It went for the flares. Or missed. Okay, that still hit him. I'll just reload. So it should function exactly like a Stinger. Panzerstein, I did test the PSO. It still has Gen 1s. It's more like a suggestion than an actual hard value. Exactly. I do the stat card images. I like the tanks. I really do like the tanks. I think the tank ones look great. The planes are a little goofy. There could be some changes made to the planes. The helicopters look fine too. The ships are also goofy. PSO is not a premium, no. It has Gen 1 gunner and Gen 2 commander on the PSO. I think he's in a plane, I just don't know where the fuck he is. Oh, is he in a heli again? Oh, you little bastard. So quite good flare resistance then. Other than that one time. These have... Don't Strela has 20 Gs, right? And this has 16 5Gs, so I don't really see... Let's try with the 6... Let's get in a plane, Mr. Sir. Where are you at? Do you have a plane with flares, or is it just sweet and suffer? Add 13. I have a Ryzen 5800X and a 3080. Oh, that had a lock. I'll just send it. Maximum range, possibly. I think he dodged it. This is probably not a range I should fire this at, but I'm gonna send it. Oh, he has the one that has chaff only. So I would probably wait until like right then to shoot. I think he should be able to dodge that. Yeah. Oh, I have to reload now? Sag. This is not a good fire it. I would probably wait. And this is the, this is not the GE. But yeah, he had enough room to turn it all the way around. Send another one at him. So honestly, like, this isn't really gonna change Israel's fate. It's definitely not gonna change the US's fate for air defense. It's kind of a dead on arrival / mid vehicle. Same story as pretty much everything else. That was pretty good G-pull, though. So there's that. Chaparral. Kind of a piece of shit. Could I check vehicles which had RP increased? I don't think I can check any of that stuff because I have almost everything researched. I can look at planes, though. I don't think I can see the modification cost of these. Leo PSO. Here it is, in all of its shitty glory. Also, the engine got a bit of a nerf. It's 1630 instead of 1650. Leo POS. Exactly, dude. Leo piece of shit. Leo absolutely fucking useless. Has still no hull armor package without the dozer mounted. The dozer still gives it a small amount of protection, but it's really not much. Yeah, the PSO will be fine, but not as good as it could be. The one thing that is really cool, though, is the reverse gear, which is indeed not applied to the other Leopards, which I believe is realistic. It has a reversible transmission now. 68 forward, 68 backwards. Does the dozer add weight? No. Dozer adds no weight currently. Which I think not many dozers in the game do. A32 is OP. I mean, A32A is pretty fucking good for cast at 9.3. Check the Weasel 1A2. I've heard they improved the tow. Let me just get the tow 2A. And then the other one. Let's see, have they improved it? Hello, Ruby. Interesting. So let's see. It kind of like... It still dips down quite a bit. Does anyone use tows often? Because I don't. What about, let's just imagine someone's like moving at a normal speed. I'm trying to track them. So, you know, I could also track on this Shilka over here. They did slightly change the image for the damage effect. On the toes. Can I just hit you in the front plate? No, not even with a tandem charge ATGM. They still dip. Yeah. Tow 2B. Slightly better though. Ruby says no change. I don't use toes that often. I feel like the toes used to dip hard right off of the rail though. ITOW and tow are improved. Well, this is a regular tow. Well, not a tow. This is a tow. Oh, this is a tow 2B. So there's that. Actually, question if they improve ATGM action matches since they've always been at least somewhat usable in test drive and horrible in a match. Let me get the Bradley. This has regular tows. No ITOW though. What about the... Does this thing have ITOW? Surely not. Is there anything with ITOW and tow? Is it like one of these? Tow and ITOW? Yeah, okay. This will do. Actually, Big Light is probably a better idea. Big Light. Bagel Panza. Tow ITOW. Faster reload. And I currently have... Oh, I have all ITOWs. Oh no, that's... I think I have used an ITOW recently enough to know that that is still the same. Right? That's pretty much... Like, it almost hits that sandbag. That is Garbaggio. Yeah, there's nothing going on there. Interesting bore evacuation effects with this thing. Look how, like, long the effect gets when you move backwards. A little goofy. Still better flight performance than any laser ATGM on Russian vehicles, though. Interesting. Here's the TO-55 again, just if anyone hasn't seen it. Heat FS and APDS fully stabilized with the same armor and pretty much no weakness at 8.0. However, the fuel for the flamethrower takes up the spot that the first stage ammo would usually take up. And so now there is a smaller first stage incorporating the turret ammo, which is very funny how this is not part of the first stage on the T-55, but anyways. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but now you have a much shittier ammo placement choice, because before you could put all of it right here, and now you have to put it all in the rest of the vehicle, including primarily in the back of the turret. So if you get penned in the turret, you're probably just going to get ammo racked. Let's see if they changed HOTS. Hot 2 and Hot. I have both of them loaded. No APHE? Did it not? I didn't even see. I think that was largely the same. Why do they launch so low? You gotta like manually do it. You gotta do the ranging, so it... What in the fuck? That was because I changed ammo types. Can you ammo rack the flamethrower juice? The BR-412D on the TOW 55 doesn't have filler? Ah. I do want to test the flamethrower juice ammo rack. These seem largely unchanged. Let me look at that again, huh? BR-412D. It does have filler. You guys are dumb. It does have filler. They just, for some reason, they changed the little background damaging effect image. I don't know why. They changed it on this too. No, they didn't. Oh, this one's different. Huh? Huh? That is strange. It's the same shell, but it has a different effect on it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. How good is the TOW 55? I mean, it's going to be worse than... It's definitely going to be worse than the regular T-55, I would say. I mean, I would have to test this in a Crescent Moon! Crescent Moon! We must test again! What's a smaller map? I don't really care. 8.3 though compared to 8.0, yeah, I know. It's... The thing about it is that it doesn't have the ammo stowage advantage. It also has a smaller first stage size. It has 7 rounds first stage compared to the T-55A. It also doesn't have APFSDS. It is a lower BR. It is a lower BR, and it's still fully stabilized, and it still has APDS, and it still has HeatFS. However, the first stage size is a bit of a problem, and the ammo stowage priority is a bit of a problem. Because if you're a smart T-55 player, I'm going to A, by the way. If you're a smart T-55 player, you don't take... Like, look at when I take full ammo in this thing, and this is only 25 rounds. Look at the ammo stowage situation. On the sides, behind the engine. The behind the engine ammo is bad for your health. Especially because, like, a shot that I make a lot on Russian tanks is going for the breach. Even at this BR. Or going for the gunner commander. And it could go into the back of the turret and just ammo rack it. Whereas on a T-55A, it would... You would survive, and you would just get -2 crew if it was a Seba solid shot round. Of course, it is still, you know... Oh, my lag. Oh, my lagta. They changed this. Before, it used to be the machine gun firing key, and now it's a different key. That's cool. It can destroy objects. It can make smoke. You see that? See, you can, like, make a smoke screen with that. That's kind of neat. The spark effect? Yeah, the spark effect, like, follows the wind direction. Oh. Hi. So, you can try to find the... Hopefully it doesn't just do fuel exploded. Yep. You can indeed ammo rack. Look, he only hit the fuel. The only thing it hit was the fuel. And an ammo rack. Let's see if you can do it from the front through the fuel tank. Assuming the fuel doesn't explode. And you honestly have a lot of flamethrower ammo too. But yeah, the little effect, it kind of like follows the wind weirdly. You see how it does that? Like I'm driving forwards. The main flame goes straight, but the little sparky effect is like affected by the wind. Let me do it like this. So you maybe don't hit the ammo behind it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like this? Yeah. That may have hit the ammo behind it. We'll see. Nope. Just the fuel. Ammunition load exploded. The only ammo it hit was the flamethrower fuel. So the flamethrower fuel is definitely a bad situation for you. So far, that's been 100%. 100% explosion chance of the fuel. Let me try and kill Crescent with the engine sounds are pretty nice. Crescent, what do you think about the engine sounds? Because you've been hearing me drive around too. It sounds a lot more clear and distinct. Let's see, I don't think this is going to do anything to, even though he's lightly armored, it probably is not going to do shit to him. Yeah, it does literally nothing. He's just completely on fire. Can I take less fuel? I don't think so, based on this menu options. It's very goofy. Deploying my smoke screen. Deploying my getaway smoke screen. No one will ever see me. I don't even need ESS. Run away. Run away. Smoke screen. Can you uninstall the flamethrower? Highly likely to be a no. I don't think you can change the amount of fuel you take. I have ESS? No, I have flamethrower, is what you mean to say. I have flamethrower. And there is no modification for the flamethrower. It is permanently installed, as it should be, of course. There's a number at the bottom, unlike its flamethrower on the crocodile, that has the same thing as MG ammo. Ah. Interesting. Thoughts on the new map? I can't really tell how it's going to play until I actually play it in a live match. It looks probably bad, though. It's probably going to be a classic Gaijin, what were you thinking type of thing. Let me just look at this with the APCBC. Can you go through the middle of it? You can go in and break the breach of the flamethrower. Does not seem to be a significant weak point. Obviously, APDS doing the same old thing. The flamethrower is really just a trolley addition at this point. The breach completely absorbs a shot. What about heat? Heat goes through. But it can block stuff because it's like multiple layers of volumetric armor. So I mean, I don't really think this is like the most egregious addition they've ever made. It's going to be a mixed bag type vehicle where you're sacrificing stuff for a lower BR and a flamethrower and less potent ammo. It is what it is. What is Sweden getting for air? This. A premium A32A. It has CCIP. The A32A in the tech tree is already like quite good for CAS, you know, because you get all these bombs and stuff, and you get like rockets, and you get chaff, which is not really useful at this BR especially in ground. I have it equipped on this loadout, but there's really no reason for it. But you can take, a bunch of bombs. The maximum load, this is the maximum payload that you can possibly take. 1,850 kilograms. And I have this small bomb because it weighs like nothing, and it has a shit ton of TNT. For a 250 kilogram bomb, it has 224 kilograms of TNT equivalent. Pretty wild. So there's that thing. Only chaff? Exactly. Useless. Useless. This is cool though. I'm going to go into a battle with the Merkava Mark IV-B. And I have full ammo. If you're a 4B or Merkava 4 player, you might notice something is missing. I took full ammo minus 2 shells. And the 2 shells behind the firewall are no longer there. So they fixed that, which is very cool of them. Very cash money. So yeah. Pretty neat. And is that everything that's different? The VDAR is 3D getting it? Did 3D have the same problem? 3D? Oh, the US one. If it had the same loadout, then possibly. Hold on, does this have the same? Because I can get these, I can't get the 3D. $12.3, yep. They changed the BR of the A129 CBT? Really? No, they didn't. You liar. It's still 10-0. You're goofy, bro. The 3B. Same ammo layout as the 3D. What if I take minus 4 rounds? I don't know how this worked before. The 4 rounds in front of the engine are indeed not there if you take minus 4 on the Mark III. Gaslighting isn't real and he wasn't gaslighting me. This is true. I agree wholeheartedly 100% with his statement. Ruby, was that different before? Were these 4 rounds there, like, when you took less ammo? I don't even know. I got no idea. So there's that. Nothing else is different, I believe, unless somebody wants to see something specific. Then that's pretty much going to be it. Here's the TKX prototype again. Bishma. I did look at the Mirage earlier, and it does indeed have 4 magics and HMD. What if some vehicle shows grayed out? I got no idea. Test drive the PSO. I've done that a couple times. I could do it again. It's currently not very different. The only thing that has changed about the PSO that makes me excited for it is the reverse gear. 68 forward, 68 backwards. The Azure is still useless, yes. Did the new Swedish thing have thermals in Dev 1? Yes, it did. It had Gen 2. I think the update goes live this week. Since we're getting another dev server right now, I don't think so. Don't think so. What was I gonna do? The U.S. helicopters? Yes. The ammo of the 30. So you mean this 30? HEDP. 51 millimeters of pen, 28.2 TNT equivalent. I don't know if that's different than before. The 30 on the Kiowa. Shouldn't that have the same? It's the same rounds, right? 51 millimeters. So that's the same cannon as that. Also, this thing still doesn't work properly with the camera. The camera still does not properly guide the missiles when you are hull down, quote unquote. The dozer will doze, or does it remove the plate? The dozer can be removed. Possibly. Sometimes. There you go. And it does not add the armor. Here is the PSO. So the only changes that I've noticed so far is the reverse gear, and they added thermals to the 50 cal. That's pretty much it. Everything else is the exact same as before. It's just, you know. I think the reverse gear is actually pretty nice on this. Like, I'm excited for that because I am a reverse gear enjoyer. 68 in reverse on a Leopard, like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. PSO wasn't designed to do digging. That's what I've heard as well. I don't know about that, but you can currently dig with it. Oh yeah, baiting shots. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, you maybe could bait someone to try and shoot the transmission. Let me just check this again. I'm curious if they changed the effectiveness of the composite against APF-SDS at all. Nope. The composite is still rather effective against APF-SDS. Which is nice, I guess. Like, you can almost fully block BMP-2M from the side flat on, and from a slight angle you can block it. But yeah, it's pretty good for autocannons. Like, you're pretty much immune as far as this whole area goes from autocannon from the front. Except for, of course, the low part. Your loader could still get his toes removed. From the side at 500 meters, it can still go through on the low part. So there's that. I really wish they add the whole armor to this thing, bro. Like, change it to 0 meters. I know, it's worse. I'll do the 2S38 too. Man, there's so much shit in rank 7 now. Look at all this. These are all rank 7 vehicles. Wild. So let's see. At what angle? There's still parts where they overlap, where you could block 2S38 AP. But that's only where the tracks are. On the low part, you have to be at a 60-degree angle to block anything. It helps on the turret. I don't think you can pen that. Can you pen that normally? There's still composite there. Still an improvement. Yep. Still an improvement. It'd be cool if you can move the blade on the PSO around for the 0 scenarios you need to. That'd be funny if they implement the whole, like, system of it where you can, like, change the angle of it and shit. That'd be funny. Gotta do the Vidar for a second. Vidar, Vidar, Vidair. No more Gremlin with the 2S38 at 11.7? I mean, you can still... I mean, you saw, you can still pen it. This thing still has Gen 2s. You can still overpressure things from the bottom. I think. Wait, was that the... Oh, that's the low velocity one. This is the high velocity one. Yep, still overpressured the T10M from the bottom. Did it get a slower reload? Or am I already... Oh, I'm already out of first stage. That's right. The reload gets quite slow once the first stage is empty. There you go. Overpressure IS-4M from the bottom. And it has good mobility. Ugh. Pretty wild. Proxy. I think the vertical speed on the gun got better too, which is good, because it was really bad before. Where did you go, plane? Where is bro? Oh, there he is. Extremely far away. Oh, there's one there too. Got a hit. Turret looks faster, it probably is. There we go. Where is... Does anyone know when the update comes out? No. Nobody knows. It has not been revealed to us at this time. Let's see if they changed. Somebody wanted to see the Sturm Tiger. I'll do it again. For the boys. Where is that thing? Because the Sturm Tiger has a goofy thingy happening with it. Let's see. Yep, it still does. Still a little tiny puff of smoke. Gaijin, please, bro. Please let this be like an unfinished dev version where that's fixed on the real version. Like, please, bro. Please. Please, dude. I just... And then somebody wanted to see the Bhishma. Bhishma is one of the tanks that has ever been created and added to Warthunder. It's a T90 with the shittier shell and a mine plow. Still has Gen 2 thermals. Does anyone know if this thing should actually have Gen 3s, or am I being gaslit? Somebody was saying that this should have a different sight. And so it should have Gen 3s. I'm not sure how true that is. But it's more finished now. So, that's cool. You still can't use the mine plow. What top tier planes US? It's just the F-16C. F-16C. AIM-9Ms. AIM-7M. Laser guided bombs. And let's see the camos. What the fuck? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. What is that? What is that? Oh my god. Brother. Brother. Okay, the winter one is normal. Thank goodness. Dude. Bring your kids to work and let them paint. Wow. That is definitely a camo. That is wild. Wasn't there some goofy thing happening with the... I saw this on the dev stream, I gotta check it out. This thing has some crazy kind of camo. Right? Or was that something else? Oh yeah. That one is definitely watermelon. Oh boy. It can be made to look normal, of course, though. If you want to be normal. But I know nobody wants to be normal. Basic desert, white, tricolor. You know, not bad. Let's see the KF-41 camos. Oh yeah, Ruby, I'm sure you weren't here for this, but it has a fuck ton of APS charges and doesn't really work properly right now. It also has no armor. I didn't show this before. APF-SDS from its own gun, 500 meters. Can just go through the front. Sometimes it has good protection. But it'll be easy to kill in the turret, of course, because it has 27 millimeters of protection. And it's a crude turret. It's pretty much garbage. Way less protection than the Puma. Does the ammo kill the crew? Probably. I mean, look how close it is to them. It's right next to the guy's face. Let's see the other camos on this thing. Quadricolor, unicolor, basic desert. This camo's cool, I guess, because it's realistic and modern. Yeah. That's where we're at on the update right now. Yeah, it's very unfinished. The APS does not work properly at this time. Many, many things are unfinished. All right, anybody else want to see anything? Because I'm going to cut the stream if not. I love how this thing has like completely differently modeled composite than any other composite in the game. That is so weird to me. Go play Valheim. MiG-29. Test flare resistance of red tops. Probably not going to do that. Test drive the Italy Premium Heli. This one? It's a MiG, not a MiG. It's an Mi-24P. It is a Hind. It has S-24s, Sturms, and R-60Ms. It's a Hind. I don't know what else. I mean, it's a Hind with Hungarian skin. No AGM. Oh, I took nothing. Smart. Does that have more smoke than usual, or is that just me? I don't play these helis. It has working gears. Cool, I guess. AH-1Z did not go up any BR. Definitely the hind of all time, I would say. Can I show boats? They look like shit, kinda, I think. They're very weird looking. What about these? These ones are all from this perspective. I feel like the big ships, the blue water, should be from that perspective too, right? Like, why you don't even show like any of the actual ship when you're doing the bottom down view? Show you the AH-1Z? It's a heli. Everything is the same about it. Except for AIM-9M. And it's the same BR. The new heli sounds are pretty cool, yeah. Did the Leo 2A7 have an APS? Oh, you mean in real life? Not sure. So there's the update. There's also this. It got the 4,000-pound bomb. 54-meter kill radius. I don't know if any other planes have it, but the A2D does have it. Big chunker bomb. Fit a whole dude in there. Anything new for British planes? You mean like for existing ones or as in new planes? Because the only new one is the Sea Harrier FRS-1 early, which only has 2 AIM-9Ls compared to the other one. Is there a new Lancaster? No? No new bombs? Same shit. Is this new? A 4,000-pound bomb in the Canberra? I'm not familiar with these things. See you later, Gabe. Your mom. Those pics of bombers are bad. Yeah, they could be a lot better. The planes, with the new images for the planes are not the greatest. Some of them are good, some of them are really bad. Some of them are just broken. Like, what is that perspective? Did they lower RP for British 7.3 Air? Well, unfortunately, I seem to have researched many of them. The Sea Meteor F is 53,000. 61. 61. Uh, 120. 160. 220. 350. I don't know what these were before. So yeah, that's what the update's looking like right now. Many things could change, of course. And we'll just have to wait and see. Hello, Akira. All right, I think I've looked at everything that's new. So... 51 pen. Funny. Funny. When do I think the update will come out? No idea. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. We will see when the update releases. They did add a new AA for the US, but it's kind of trash. Anyways, see you later.